Hello guys. Welcome to Diablo the Primordial. This video is the continuation video after Hero's Arrival second part, so if you have not watched it yet, then please watch it. The link is in the description. And please check out my second channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensura. So without any further delay, let's start. But before we start, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates. Vega got cocky before he himself recognized the real threat. He now understood that he needed to fight seriously. And he was correct. Vega-san, unfortunately, it's my victory. As if, a goblin, no, I admit that you're strong and I can't think of you as a goblin. But, I am still the strongest, you still have a long way to go. Is that so? Then, is it okay for those to be your last words? Oh yeah, I will correct you once again, Vega-san, before you die. I'm a hobgoblin, you know. What? Gobta and Vega locked onto each other. Vega's bacteria began its corrosion effect attack and preyed on Gobta, but all of it was blocked by the demon wind barrier of Ranga which clad Gobta's body. The magic power of the wind has deadly corrosion and decaying effects which destroyed Vega's bacteria. Gobta declared the end to Vega, who was irritated he couldn't eat him. Immediately after that, Gobta and Vega soared up into the sky due to the wind's power. All the corpses and vegetations on the ground were rolled up to the sky. It's the effect of Ranga's power which allow him to freely manipulate the atmosphere. The ground became a cleared surface due to the corrosion effect of the wind. All of the germs crawling on the ground and all of organic matter were ejected to the sky. Yo, you. It can't be. Yours truly's ability is. Oh, seeing you panic so much, did I hit the bullseye? Death heralding wind included both storm of destruction and lightning of destruction. No. Damn you, stop it. Stop it right now. Vega shouts, but Gobta didn't stop. Because he has no reason to stop. It's a joke, I only gathering Vega-san's existence. He lightly gathered up all of organic matter into a big sphere. A huge black storm sphere is completed, and Vega who is inside is being shredded to small pieces by the blades of wind and by the small thunderballs made of lightning. He was gave in to flow of the winds. Karion-san, are you ready? Yes, sorry for the wait, dragon body. At Gobta's signal, Karion activated his ability. And I only need to shoot a huge one at that sphere, right? That's right, please. Karion noted. For the perfect setting, a smile appeared on his lips. As expected from Gobta. I'm really glad that he's an ally. And he poured all of the magic power he refined into his Byako Seryu lance. Then, imagining the figure of his master, Milam. Her overwhelming destructive power which destroyed the sacred mountain of the beast kingdom, Eurazania, his homeland, that. Stop it, you damn insects. Stop. Here I go. Eat this. Dragon roar. A massive flash of light pierces the black storm ball which Gobta controls. The destructive energy is devastating. It was an ultimate secret technique that Karion invented while thinking of mimicking Milam's Dragon Nova. And then, it became one huge explosion sphere. The super high temperature of the discharged plasma burnt all of Vega's bacteria into nothing. Only a vast empty land remained later. It was a landslide victory thanks to the combined technique of Gobta and Karion. Far away, where the black storm ball explosion could barely be seen, a person slowly begins to get up. That person is the Vega who should have been destroyed just now. That was dangerous, really dangerous. But, in the end it's my victory. I still can be stronger. As long as there's evil dragon lord Azzy Dahaka, I'm invincible. Vega smiled with a broad grin and laughed. While thinking that it was the right decision to have left a clone as an insurance. It was possible for him to transfer his memory and consciousness at the last second to the clone he had left behind. He hasn't been able to master his ability yet, but there's no doubt that he will become the strongest existence when he finally masters his ability. That's right, he believes that even the stellar dragon king Veldanava would kneel on his feet soon. You seem to enjoy yourself, I found you. It's as what Rimuru-sama had said. He thought that a coward like you would surely do this. Vega didn't doubt his evolution or his being the strongest, until he heard a cold voice from behind. But reality wouldn't permit him that. Vega begun to feel himself floating. It's too late, when he finally noticed he was up in the air far from the ground. Vega was already trapped and isolated from the surrounding ground by a huge barrier. Die, you lowlife. Abyss Annihilation. Exceeding the explosion from before, the energy of destruction trampled upon the inside of the barrier. Gya, Pulasuhu Shopu. This honest plead for mercy, the first time in his life Vega had let out, didn't reach Carrera. As if she had heard something filthy from a lowlife, Carrera annihilated everything without mercy. Like this, Vega, one of the 4 fiends of the Heaven Commanders, received his complete death. After leaving Diablo and others behind, I blitzed towards where Milim was. Milim's furious attacks rained down upon the silver-haired angel. Each and every one of those attacks were deflected away by the shield of Castleguard. Thinking back, when Rudra used the ability, I don't seem to recall it being able to deflect or reflect attacks. It is possible that the ability was originally meant to be a commander-type skill. As it was a skill used by someone who didn't need to directly attack, there was no need for that effects. Chances are, alterations are being made to the skill by that person. Making changes as required by the situation, you could think of it as something more flexible now. You mean, she has an ability that's similar to yours? Though there's no way to say for sure, the possibility that it may be an evolved skill cannot be denied either. Fumu. If it really is an evolved skill, then this isn't all too unbelievable. But if that's the case, the silver-haired angel would be the avatar of Justice King Michael's ego. If Rudra losing control really was caused by intervention from Justice King Michael, this might not be impossible after all. The problem now would be how capable it is. If it had calculation power and freedom that is on par with Seal, it would make for a pretty nasty opponent to deal with. What do you think? Is it an existence on the same level as you? Fu. As if. Whoa. Did Seal-sensei just totally deny that statement? Plus, that haughtiness makes me wonder where she learned how to show such expressions. Also, she seems to be somehow giving off an air of belittling the opposition. It kinda feels like the aura of some big shot. Somehow, that feels mighty reassuring. Well, I understood what Seal was trying to say. Don't lump me in together with that, would be it. Does that mean, you know how to neutralize opponents that have Castleguard? I tried probing without expectations. Of course, regarding that, I have put together a plan. She nonchalantly replies, quite matter-of-factly. I had no words for how amazing she is. Could it be that I'm actually kinda unneeded? Though such thoughts ran through the back of my head, that is definitely not the case. This is where I need to protect my dignity, and humbly accept the facts. I wouldn't expect any less, I believed. Always believed you'd easily crack this Castleguard problem. Regardless of what I believe, this was an ability that Velda would have had anyway, which we would be able to overcome by eliminating Velda's underlings. That was what I thought anyway. At this point, it's not much of an issue now. Since we can neutralize her, it's a good idea to quickly restrain that silver-haired angel. Trusting Seal, I went ahead and landed right in front of the silver-haired angel. At the moment I stood before her, she turned her attention to me. Showing perfect composure, even while she's being attacked by Milim. My, if it isn't Demon Lord Rimuru. I have been notified of your existence. The fool who dares oppose Velda-sama. Also, the nuisance of a Demon Lord, who dares to get in my way. That's an honor. Now then, just what are you? An angel, or Justice King Michael's ego? It was fine if she didn't answer, I only asked as a formality of sorts. It was on the level of getting some information, depending on how she reacts. Seems like a self-introduction would be proper. I am the one who has been bestowed the name Lucia from Velda-sama. As you have guessed, I was born from ultimate skilled Justice King Michael. Perhaps you would understand if I were to call myself Manas. Let's just say, an ultimate existence of sorts. She showed a mysterious smile from her beautiful face, as she said her piece. So the silver-haired angel's identity is Manas, Lucia. But Manas, huh? I was honestly surprised that Manas other than Seal-sensei were born. This is unpleasant. So this is the emotion of displeasure. Seal mumbled, seemingly in a bad mood. Maybe she is feeling unhappy about the fact that there is another existence which could possibly be equal to herself. But looking at her, she's really starting to understand how emotions work now. I guess this is something amazing, but I don't really get the point. Well, there's no doubt it would be pretty amusing to have a conversation with her now. Just as I was thinking that. How dare she look down on Master, that lowly Manas? That's what you're concerned about. I almost took a jab at her out of reflex there. Also, that lowly Manas, aren't you one yourself? She seems to be ignoring that fact, and feels like she has passed the point of being displeased to being fairly pissed at Lucia. Lucia, huh? So, what are you up to? Are you enraging Milim, so as to dominate her? Foo, so you have the minimal ability to understand that much. That is exactly it. Milim-sama is the great Velda-sama's daughter. After the destruction of the world with her cooperation, she is the being most suited to become the mother of the new world. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And now's the time for shoutout for new and old members. Thank you. Envy. Thank you. Neil Z. Thank you. Marvin Mendoza. And if you guys have not watched my earlier videos, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And please check out my other channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensura. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.